It's no secret that Guatemala is an incredible country filled with not only beautiful landscapes, but also kind people and one of the most vibrant cultures we've ever experienced. So today, we're going to quickly give you our top 10 biggest culture shocks or just the differences that we've noticed. We've been here for over a year and a half, slowly traveling around as much of this gorgeous country as we can. We currently stay on Lake Atitlán with our golden retriever Mingo, and we absolutely love Guatemala. This isn't like a list of things that we want to change about Guatemala.
No, these are just some of the differences that we've noticed since moving here. And obviously our experiences are going to differ from those that live, say, in Antigua or Guatemala City, for example. But living here on amazingly gorgeous Lake Atitlán, we're loving it here. And we just wanted to share these with you pretty quick. Starting
without further ado,
with number one.
Number one.
Just getting anywhere.
We know that sounds super vague, but
for instance, back in the States, we would usually be popping into our car, jumping on a highway, and our minds calculating like, okay, I can go 65 miles in an hour. But here, Antigua is 30 miles away from us, and I would say it's closer to 3 hours.
It's like 3 hours on a good day.
On a good day, 4 hours from San Pedro.
Yeah.
And once you even get to the towns where you're wanting to visit, you're probably going to be relying on tuk-tuks
or lanchas,
local transportation, and these take time. We stop at every single town
in between
here and Pana getting around. So when we hear backpackers or just people planning a trip to Guatemala saying like, yeah, I can't wait. I have
I'm just gonna pop over to Pana Hotel, or
for 2 days, for a day. Like I'd like to go to Lake Atitlán for a day, and I'm like, okay, that leaves you like 4 hours to get food and see as many villages as you can. And like,
it is just something you have to like really budget for when you travel to Guatemala, is how long the transportation is going to take. Because if you're doing a week trip and you're spending a full day of that week in a car, that's going to put a big bummer on the trip. Just something to think about before you come, is it takes time to travel anywhere.
Yeah.
All right, so number two, weirdly expensive things. So we've all heard that when you travel to Central America, things are a little bit less expensive. You're looking at like dollar beers and cheap tacos, and everyone's like, oh my gosh, everything is so affordable. That's not always true.
We were making pepian, which is Guatemala's national dish here, and we recently went vegetarian, so we wanted to pick up a block of tofu from the health food store. Now, health food stores have a reputation for being expensive, but that was the only place to get tofu. We went there, a tiny block of tofu.
Like $6.
$6.
And that is not something we're accustomed to. Tofu in the States when we left was like $1.50 a block.
Yeah.
So it's just like weird how some of the things are priced around here.
We are in like the middle of coffee culture. Yeah. We are surrounded by coffee plants, tons of coffee, and we went around to a ton of different secondhand stores looking for a coffee grinder. We got quoted probably $30
for this grinder that looked like it was from the 50s.
Yeah, it was ancient,
so old.
But
it's just how it
things
is.
Things are really
here.
expensive.
Something that you learn as you shop around. You just learn to see what is expensive and what's in your budget. So yeah.
Number three. Power outages. Unfortunately, this happens decently often here. Not every single day, but I would say
probably weekly.
On a weekly basis, we experience power outages that range from a few hours to almost all day. I don't know if we've had overnight before.
Yeah, the past 2 months we have one overnight outage, but
I don't even remember.
Yeah, it wasn't a big deal. Like luckily we have so many things that run off of gas and we have so much natural light, but it can be annoying for people who work online like us. We are content creators and we are online for our work, and when we have power outages we can't charge our devices and we don't have Wi-Fi, and that really affects our workflow.
Throughout the town, generators are 100% a thing. Like I'll be on a run and all of a sudden I'll start hearing generators start, and I'm like, oh, I guess the power went out. And so everyone here that needs it for emergency situations or keeping food cold, there's plenty of that. That's fine. You can still get what you need. But as far as being connected or working online,
it's unpredictable for sure.
It's unpredictable for sure. And that's just here. It might be different in Antigua or the city, but
we're still getting infrastructure slowly come out to a lot of these small towns and pueblos that we stay on and we live in. And so eventually this will be a problem that gets resolved. But as they keep, putting in more transformers or repairing some of the electrical work here, you're going to count on a few outages here and there.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, number four.
You want to do like a cloud or something?
Little storm cloud with little raindrops. Perfect.
Okay, number four. the weather. I know that this doesn't have anything to do with culture, but it does affect the culture because they have so much that's based around their rainy season and their dry season.
Yeah. 6 months out of the year, we experience rainy season here in Guatemala. Last year, it was a lot more rainy.
A lot more rain.
Today,
unfortunately, this year, a lot less rain.
yeah, it's very sad to see, unfortunately. I don't know if it's due to climate change or it's just a weird year.
Yeah.
We're going to see. But the weather impacts getting around a lot because so many people do walk or it's a motorcycle culture.
Yeah.
Like storms affect you when you live on a lake.
Absolutely.
And so we've had some pretty wild launcher rides because of being in storms.
We've also had to duck into a bar or two to like just get out of the rain and wait it out because it does happen like nearly every day here in the rainy season, or it typically does every year in the rainy season. But it's just something that we have to prepare for. We bring rain jackets, or we have to know that the weather can change at any moment and we need to get back to where we're going.
Yeah, coming from Ohio, we're definitely used to inclement weather, right? Snow, ice, rain, all 4 seasons in one day.
Yeah.
But if it's raining hard every single day, you have to plan your day around that comparatively to us leaving one building, jumping in a car, driving wherever you need to go, getting out, being wet for like 5-10 seconds.
Yeah, and then going indoors
And
again.
then going indoors again. It's like we have to
We're
revolve.
much more immersed in the weather and how it affects us on a regular basis.
Yeah. Number
All right,
5.
Number 5.
Celebrations and festivals.
Guatemalans love to party.
Guatemalans are big partiers.
Yeah, they are. Any reason to set off fireworks. If someone's having a baby, if there's a graduation, if there's a wedding, they are all about it.
And it's so fun to see.
They love to celebrate. They have these things called bombas here.
Yeah.
And they're like military grade mortars that they stuff down homemade metal tubes.
Right.
And they will just
shoot them off
everywhere.
at any time of the day or night, just celebrating what's going on because
Absolutely. They have festivals all year round. We're not Catholic, but I know there's a lot of holy days, and they love to wake up at 6 a.m. and let you know today is a day.
today is San Pedro's Day.
Exactly.
Today is the feria. Today, my wife is having a child. And
If they have them laying around, they will find a reason to set them off. And you know what? We absolutely love that they love to celebrate. It's something that we find really charming about the culture here. Unfortunately, though, it can keep you up at night.
right. For sure. But I've grown to enjoy listening to them go off because back in the States, like we would only really celebrate 4th of July, Super Bowl,
Yeah, if
St.
you're lucky.
Patrick's Day, maybe.
Fireworks? Yeah.
Not fireworks, though. Yeah, like here, they're always celebrating. And it's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun.
Okay. Number 6.
Number 6. All right, shopping local. So we come from Ohio where there's a lot more Walmarts, Sam's Clubs, and convenience. But here on Lake Atitlán, things are just a little different.
Yeah, you can still find your Walmarts and your like Sam's Club or Costco equivalent, which is Price Mart, in other parts of Guatemala. But here specifically in San Pedro La Laguna on Lake Atitlán, there is no supermarkets. There's one across the way in Pana, but everywhere here you kind of have like your route.
Yeah. You've got like your people that you go to for certain things. You know,
Yeah.
you've got like your bread lady, your avocado lady, where you get all your vegetables or certain vegetables. You've got your hardware store guy. You just have people for everything. You don't just walk into a Walmart and get your ammunition and cottage cheese in the same run.
For sure. And we prefer it that way, right?
Yeah.
Because we get so much more involved in the community and are able to meet more people this way because you have to not only go to this store and this store and this store, but then walk there through town,
Absolutely.
meeting people. It's a lot of fun. You stay super connected.
We needed a plunger for like obvious reasons.
Yeah.
And we were looking for one and we were going to like all these different hardware stores and they were like, yeah, we don't have that. And it was just like increasingly more embarrassing asking for a plunger. But
especially when you don't speak the language and like you have no idea where to find this. Is it at the
Exactly.
hardware store or
is it just at a random
tienda?
tienda?
And I think like how do you
But-
go in there and say we're plugged up, dude?
we need a plunger?
That is very funny.
Yeah, so it's
I
just
forgot
things
about
you
that.
start to learn, like where to get things. So just something to think about if you're coming. You're not just going to be able to walk into one store and find everything you need.
Exactly.
All right, number 7.
There you go.
There you go. Perfect.
Anything you say it into the microphone.
This is where all my artistic value comes out on my little emojis.
I love it. Number 7, nature is everywhere. So even back in the States, growing up on a farm, I don't think I had a ton of like wildlife encounters. You have your spiders in the house every now and then. Maybe need to set a mouse trap,
Yeah.
wasp nests on the porch, stuff
Typical
like
stuff.
that. But like here, it's been very different.
It's a lot more interesting. We have like scorpions, and pretty much every house we've lived in, we've killed multiple scorpions. Of
Shaking out the shoes is a very
absolutely. We even
common
have a
occurrence.
mosquito net now because we just can't sleep with the amount of mosquitoes that bug us at night. There's also been snakes that have gotten in our house, of course. Lizards. Oh my gosh, lizards.
Huge spiders. Yeah, it's definitely just different. We live on the side of a volcano, you know. It's their property, not
Absolutely.
ours,
We're
right?
much more immersed in nature than we've ever been before. Like I do hand wash laundry and I hang it on the line, which means it's outside for 8 hours. And I have found some very interesting things in our laundry.
that have crawled into the shirts and the underwear
So
crevices.
you have to shake them out.
If you're visiting or trying to possibly retire here, just keep that in mind that
If you're a little squeamish around critters, my house.
they're going to get you at some point.
Oh, all right. So number 8.
Lower and lower here.
I know. I'm going to probably be on 0.5 now.
Okay.
Trash and recycling systems. Obviously, again, not part of the culture here. We are not trying to say Guatemalan culture is trash.
Absolutely not.
We are trying to say
The systems here are just not working.
for getting rid of trash and recycling.
Absolutely. There's unfortunately noticeable trash on the highways and the side of the streets. There's dumping problems and there's just not a whole lot of accountability.
People ask us, we were in Mexico and
Yeah.
they're like, the night and day difference of the littering and the trash is noticeable.
There's trash pickups here that are being locally put together by businesses because something just needs to be done about it.
Yeah.
And we love that there's individual effort happening here.
We were talking to some friends the other day, and apparently there's a Netflix documentary, I think that's going to be taking place here about the individual conservation efforts of the lake to the point where locals are taking it into their own hands
Exactly.
instead of like the government coming together to protect it. So it's really sad to see. It's not very fun, exciting, sexy to put on the list, but it's something that we wanted to address
Yeah.
because we're trying to promote healthy tourism here,
Yeah.
and we see a lot of tourism efforts to collect the trash and help mitigate this problem as well. So it's something to see, to
Just be aware of.
aware of in the future.
Yeah. All right. Next.
Okay, number 9, we have climates and languages.
So it's absolutely crazy to me that you can go 3 hours north from here and it can be snowing while it's perfectly sunny 75 here on Lake Atitlán, and you can go 3 hours in another direction and it's 90 degrees and you could be surfing.
Yeah, it's
Absolutely crazy.
incredible for such a small country to have such a diverse set of climates, and with that, even more languages.
Oh my
I
gosh.
think there's 26, 27,
We
23.
hear a different number every time.
Different number every time of different Mayan languages spoken around Guatemala. We were talking that we could go from like in the States, Northeast Maine,
Yeah.
all the way down to San Diego, Southwest United States, and speak the same language, you know, the same kind of culture, and driving still very fast. If you go anywhere in Guatemala, I mean, even here, right over there across the way, they speak a completely different Mayan language because Spanish is not the first language
Which
here.
is absolutely mind-blowing
Yeah.
to think about that. They learn a Mayan language, which is Sutuhil. In San Pedro, it's Sutuhil. And then they learn Spanish and then maybe even English, which is just absolutely wild. And I'm just trying to study Spanish over here. So it's so impressive to me, all of the microclimates and all of the languages that just exist in such a small place.
For sure.
All right. Number
Last
10.
one.
Number 10.
Number 10.
My handwriting's like progressively getting worse.
It looks great.
Thanks, baby.
It's the last one. Number
All right.
10.
Number 10.
How safe we feel here in Guatemala has been a huge shock to us.
Absolutely.
Because if you are looking to travel here, or you're looking to possibly retire, or you're looking to visit, most likely you'll run into multiple State Department warnings. You're going to hear or see some like headlines or why Guatemala City or Guatemala as a whole is so scary. Not that it couldn't be farther from the truth, but
That's not our experience.
that's not been our
No,
experience.
I feel very safe in Guatemala, especially in the city, which is where I feel like a lot of the bad rap comes from. We enjoy the city so much.
We love the city.
We've been to the city so many times, not only just getting in and out of Guatemala, but also just to explore it. We've had so many vlogs on that if you want to go see them.
Definitely. There's still incredible markets, incredible architecture, and incredible restaurants and things to do in the city. We had a great time at the museum. Like, it's the biggest city in Central America. There's bound to be some problems. This is not to say that Guatemala City is the best city in the world,
Yeah.
but like any city or country in the world, there's going to be areas that you probably just shouldn't go as a tourist.
Absolutely. And
right?
the risk of getting, a pickpocket here and there is all over the world.
Yeah, I was going to say petty theft and crime still happens even in the tourist areas. But as long as you're not going to look for trouble and you do a little bit of research to figure out where you should be in this country. And again, if you're trying to visit, retire here or whatever, you most likely already know which areas you want to go experience.
And those are well-traveled, most likely.
Well-traveled, and it's going to be pretty safe. I don't think you'll have very many problems.
The Guatemalan people here are so kind, and we've said that before, and we'll say it again. The Guatemalan people here will do anything to help you or make your journey easier, especially if you're attempting to speak Spanish. They just think it's the best thing ever.
Keep your phone away from your back pocket, not have it sticking out of your back pocket. Keep situational awareness like you would anywhere in the world, and you will have such a great time here in Guatemala. It's not as dangerous as the mainstream, all news outlets.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said mainstream. They're coaching us. But
don't just listen to media.
Thank you.
Don't listen to media. Guatemala.
Listen to us.
Yeah, listen to us. We're important.
We know what we're talking about. Like anywhere else in the world, move with situational awareness and just remember that you're a visitor in someone else's home, someone else's land. Just act accordingly and act respectfully and just keep your wits about you.
Absolutely.
Bit, right?
Guatemala is such a beautiful place to travel, and we hope that this list has made it a little easier for you to understand the nuances of Guatemala and what you might notice or what might shock you when you get here.
This is just what's kind of shocked us, the culture shocks we've experienced. Your situation, your experience is probably going to be different. But if you've been here, let us know in the comments what you've thought, what you think about this video. If you haven't been to Guatemala, let us know where you're wanting to go. If you have any questions, we'd be happy to answer them. And thank you so much for being here. Check out our previous video. If you haven't, we went to the market and this adorable little girl showed us around, helped us thrift. It'll be like right here. Definitely check it out. If
you want to see more of us, we have a Patreon, which we'll link down below. Quick thank you to all of our Patreon members and our YouTube subscribers. We're so grateful for you for being here. And until then, we'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.
See ya. You want to come sit down?
Yeah.
It makes some like weird faces.
Jesus.
Does it look okay?
Look, huh? Make a shocked face.
What's my shocked face look like?
Usually it's like that, yeah.